Hello everybody, welcome back to HBM Mod. Today we're automating the HP solvent. And last time we left off with this. So this is our chlorine gas setup for making chlorine gas and sulfur. Now the sulfur, I've actually already set up the automation for this. It's just a conveyor belt that takes out the sulfur, sends it all the way underneath the ground, back over to here. So it gets run into sulfuric acid, obviously, which is the best way of disposing of it. Alternatively, you could send this over to be made into rubber. The problem I'm having is that I have too much sulfur. This never happens. Never, ever happens. What? How does this happen? Anyway, let's hop to it. What we need to do is we need to make a acidizer for the actual motor oil, or the engine lubricant. We covered that last time. Acidizer. So, with the chlorine gas, and with this thing, which is going to be really easy to do, you ready to see how quick we can do this? Actually, let's just see how fast we can do this real quick, because I know I can do this really fast. Where the heck is my stuff? Where the heck is my... Oh, do I have it in here? Okay, there we go. Okay, first thing is done. Motors. That's right, motors are done. Put those in there. I need steel plates. And I'm gonna need two of these, right? Two? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should give us about a block left over. Yep. Perfect. Circuits. Done. Dash ingot. Oh, you're about to see that. Done. Hold on. I gotta go, put this into here. Apparently, we just have a bunch of cast steel plates lying around because I keep messing up the amount we need. Okay. Dash. That's right. We need dash, right? Well. Look at all this dash, dude. 3 stacks. 3 stacks, dude. 3 stacks. We have never had this much dash in a series before. This might even be more than I had back in August. Back in a previous... Well, we have had this much in a series before, actually, haven't we? Before August, July last year, we were in... we had a... There's a new meteor. Bro, a bunch of these things have been hitting the ground recently. I'm gonna have to say, I am not a big fan of these meteorites just randomly falling out of the sky. Especially since this one... How did this do damage? What? Yeah, I'm gonna put my dash in the thing, and then we're gonna get back to work. Look at all the dash. Bro. Who needs this much dash? Oh, look, there's even more in here. This is just too much dash. But, I mean, you can never have too much dash. You can only run out of dash. So, I mean, it's not really too much dash. It's just enough dash. Could be worse. Yes. Now for the titanium shell. Which, I mean, these things used to be way harder. These, acidizers, like, they used to cost the cheap, or no, the expensive circuits, you know, the overclocked ones that you don't want to make ever. But now those got removed, and it just costs the regular circuits. I mean, that makes it pretty good. 2 of them. And they aren't too bad to make. Like, it's not that bad anymore. I have to say, acidizer recipe changed. Really good. Anyway, we're gonna need 3 titanium shells, and to make 3 titanium shells, we need to take all of these, make them into plates, right? And then we gotta type in shell, and it's done. That is... Oh, crap, I made 4? Which one needs 4? Oh! I see what I did. Sorry, my bad, guys. I got that messed up, because I was thinking about how it would need to be 6. But no. It does not need to be 6. I mean, it's not expensive for us anyway at this point. We have the automation of our ore processing, and it just makes everything easy. But still, I mean, I think it was going to be much more difficult. But I'm wrong. I'm wrong, because I'm forgetting shells cost 4 now, not 6 like they used to, which is really weird. And it used to be 6 ingots, not plates. But I don't know. I like the change. It's better. It's cheaper. Yeah, cheaper. Cheaper's better. Marginally cheaper is better. So this will go probably over here. Right. Then we'll have a pipe running over to this guy for the chlorine. And we'll have to run everything through conveyors for the actual wax, which makes the chlorinated petroleum wax. So we're going to need inserters, other things, and more things. Pretty simple, what can I tell you? We're going to need one of these. One of these. One of these. 2 of these. More of this. Probably some of them. And I think that should be everything. What else are we going to need? Well, glad you asked. Because we're going to need some inserters. And to make inserters is actually not that bad. Making inserters is actually pretty easy. You take 7 of these. Right, you take 7 steel ingots. And you make a pair of pants. And then you put a conveyor in the pants and it's conveyor pant. Nice. Which is not really funny at all. Bruh. Let's get back to it. Conveyor inserter. Remember, eat crayons, kick donkey. Got it. That's the plan. Well, actually, the plan is to make this thing. But that's the plan when we get to the boss fight, the next one. Yeah, the next boss fight's gonna be great. What is the next boss fight again? I think it's, I don't even remember. Oh, wait, it's probably the, Meltdown Elementals. Elementals should be the next one. And the, Nuclear Creepers. I mean, those should be pretty easy. We can just make them. In lab-grown nuclear creepers, right? Okay. You'll notice I'm wearing HEV because the other stuff does not provide radiation protection that's good enough. So I am just leaving the other stuff of the Trenchmaster armor with the what's it called? All the combat upgrades except for the dash servos. But I'll switch them over whenever I need to switch, which I hope I don't have to do that really quickly because it could be pretty bad. It'll take me a second to switch them over. So here's the chlorine. That is not chlorine. That is something else. Okay, there's chlorine. So chlorine's gonna go into here, dude. Chlorine. Look at it. Chlorine gas. Now, cabling. How the heck are we gonna cable this? Well, we're not. We're just gonna use magic. Okay. No, we're gonna cable it. It's like, whatever. What kind of magic can we do to not cable something? No, that's none of that works. Cableage. It's the future. Hey. Hold on. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, yes. Dude, this is the new strategy, dude. This is the strategy for annoying people. Dude, if you want to annoy people, just remember to tell them, hey man, don't forget to think about breathing, because, you know, if you don't think about breathing, then you won't breathe or something. You know, you gotta think about that to do it. Hey, and remember what you can do to help us on our mission, right? Make sure that in every Discord server that you're in, you send at least one message a day that says, don't forget to breathe, or something along those lines. Or think about breathing. Or imagine breathing. Oh my gosh, dude. This is probably the most annoying thing ever. But it's the best strategy ever. It's part of the new plan. I don't really want to cable anything. I actually just want to use a pylon on it. So I think we're gonna use a pylon instead. It's gonna work, I think. Oh, shucks. The pylon is... We're out of pylons, dude. We'll just have to use cables instead. Elevator music here, please. Yeah, I'm not good at elevator music. I've never heard an elevator music. Dude, in all of the elevators I've ridden in, it's just silent. So actually one time I went to a hotel, right? And this hotel was like really, really interesting. I went there. Well, I'm not gonna talk about why I went there, but I went there for a reason. So maybe someday I'll tell you all why I went there. It actually doesn't even matter that much. I mean, I just went there because it's something I had to do. So yeah, I went to the hotel, right? And we get put in rooms with other people doing the same stuff as us, and so anyway, the hotel I got put in was the room. The room was amazing, right? The door was falling off, and like when I say amazing, I mean the experience of being at the hotel was amazing, right? But I mean, I don't. It's just so jank with the room like falling apart. Like the door was falling off its hinges. Like you had to like push it into the hinge to actually close the door, and to open it, you had to just push it really hard from the inside. From the outside, you had to pull it really hard. It was a pain. Anyway, while I was there, oh wait, no. There was actually the toilet handle was falling out. So if you try to flush, you had to like really push it down and hope and not even have any force on it that would pull it out. Otherwise, it would just fall right out, dude. The tub, the shower or whatever, did not work. So, well, I'm not sure how the shower works. I'm not familiar with this technology. It's like alien technology. It was in a big city, and I've never really been in big cities that much. I don't spend a lot of time in the cities. I actually don't like the cities at all. As a matter of fact, cities are actually atrocious being out in the city. So, like, on the way there, the buildings are just are gargantuan. Who builds buildings this big? What the heck? How do you build a building? Like I always heard that there's big buildings, and the city I went to isn't the biggest city in the world, but it felt like the buildings were just gigantic, because I'm used to buildings that are like, I would say like 3 of me tall. These buildings were like 500 of me tall. It's ridiculous. It's not a big city, but it's massive. Like, a lot of the towns near me, like, where they're more industrialized and stuff, like, they seem kind of big, but this place is like, all these other places, they're not as big as this place. Nothing is as stacked as this. Well, yeah, while I was at that hotel, I learned how to use the elevator. One of the elevators was really interesting, where the wall was tearing apart. Like the handle on the wall, there was a handle on the wall, and it was just ripped out. Like, what? Anyway, those elevators felt really safe, and I enjoyed them. But, yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure what else to say about the elevators. The elevators were just fine. But, I mean, I had to figure out how to use them, and I was really confused by that. Because I have not really used elevators that much, and I also don't know... Like, elevators are weird. Why not just... And there was no stairs. There was no stairs except for the fire exits, dude. I was looking for stairs, because I know how to use stairs. I can go up and down by walking. But what is this thing that's autonomous and pulls me up in the sky? What the heck is this thing? This is some magic alien technology. I'm telling you, it's some actual baloney. What? What on earth? I need to learn about elevators, dude. How the heck does somebody invent this device which does some magic balagna? I'm sure if you took somebody from the city and put them where I am, it'll be like, what the heck? Well, actually, they probably won't be as confused as I am, because, I mean, or as confused as I was when I went to there. Because, I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know about that. That's something I cannot predict. I don't know. If you're from the city, how about you give me your opinion on what, like, big buildings are like, right? Because big buildings, in my opinion, are just weird. And I'm not used to the strange alien technology you all have in cities. So, I mean, like, what? Tell me all about that. Because I don't know. I'm not really too sure what else to say about it. It was just like a average city experience. Except I didn't sleep really well that night, and then I ended up having to stay up basically the entire next day for what I was doing. And I'm not sure if I can tell you all about what I was doing or not. I'm not too sure about that, because it might be top secret or something. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think it's top secret, dude. Okay, so this is paraffin wax. It's going into here, right? It's going to the place where the good things happen to it, right? And we got everything cabled up. So, the acidizer will power on. It will start spinning, making chlorinated petroleum wax. Now, the next thing we need to do is build a conveyor belt from here to there, which is the next hardest step. Or we could just do it manually. If you're insane. I mean, I am insane, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's just come over here, hook in the pipe, and do the stuffs.